Let me start with a confession. I used to defend Klaus Mikaelson with every fiber of my being. I cried when he cried about his father. I screamed at my screen when anyone dared to hurt him. I even argued that every person he killed had it coming. For years, I saw him not as a serial killer, but as a broken boy who just wanted to be loved. Then I rewatched the entire series. Over 8 seasons of the Vampire Diaries and the originals, Klaus personally killed at least 327 people, even people who had done absolutely nothing to him. And I realized something. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't a bad person for loving him. I had been manipulated. This is not a headpiece on Klaus fans. This is a breakdown of the 3 psychological tricks the writers used to turn a centuries-old mass murderer into the most beloved villain in television history. You didn't fall for Klaus by accident. You fell for him because they designed it that way. The halo effect. Beauty. As a moral shield. The first and most powerful trick is the halo effect, when one positive trait about a person makes us ignore every single flaw they have. For Klaus, that positive trait was simple. He was beautiful. Joseph Morgan's performance is masterful. There's no denying that. But let's be honest, if Klaus had been played by a short, overweight, unattractive actor who did exactly the same things, no one would defend him. No one would call him a tragic hero. No one would make edits of his soft side. The writers leaned into this hard. They dressed him in tailored suits, gave him a British accent, and filmed him drinking whiskey in dimly lit mansions like a Gothic prince. Every shot was designed to make him look charismatic, powerful, and desirable. Then they cut directly from that elegance to unspeakable violence. One second he's quoting poetry, the next he's ripping someone's heart out. And because we already see him as beautiful and charming, our brain does the work for the writers. It excuses the violence. It says, he didn't mean it. He was just angry. He's hurt. It wasn't just his looks either. The entire Mikaelson brand was built on aesthetic luxury. Their mansion was filled with classical art and antique furniture. They spoke like aristocrats. They threw lavish parties. All of this was a distraction. It turned mass murder into a family affair, something elegant and refined instead of brutal and ugly. This is the halo effect at its most insidious. It doesn't just make us like him. It makes us trust him. It makes us believe that someone who looks that good, who carries himself with that much grace, could never be truly evil. Parasocial bonds. You think you're his best friend. The second trick is even more powerful. Long-form storytelling creates parasocial bonds. A parasocial bond is a one-sided relationship where you feel like you know someone intimately, even though they have no idea you exist. Over 8 seasons, we spent hundreds of hours with Klaus. We saw him when no one else did. We saw him cry alone in his room after killing someone. We saw him confess his deepest fears to Caroline. We saw him vulnerable, broken, and scared. The writers intentionally gave us access to his private moments. They made us feel like silent confidants, the only people who truly understood him. When he said, "No one has ever loved me," we felt that pain. When he said, "I just want a family," we wanted to give him one. This is how the always and forever mantra worked so well. It wasn't just their family motto. It was our family motto too. We started to see ourselves as part of the Mikaelson family. We adopted their values. We defended their actions. When someone attacked Klaus, they were attacking us. Then fan culture amplified this 1,000 times. On TikTok and Instagram, editors cut together only Klaus's best moments, his one-liners, his romantic gestures, his tears. They stripped away every single victim, every act of violence, every moment of cruelty. All you see is a sad, lonely man who just wants to be loved. The 327 dead people disappear. They become background noise, irrelevant to the story of Klaus's pain. This is the danger of parasocial bonds. They make us prioritize the feelings of a fictional character over the lives of fictional victims. They make us say, yes, he killed people, but he was sad, as if sadness is a get-out-of-jail-free card for mass murder. Weaponizing trauma. Cry after you kill. The third and most evil trick is weaponizing trauma. The writers didn't just give Klaus a tragic backstory. They used that backstory as a moral shield, a way to excuse every single terrible thing he ever did. Mikael's abuse is the foundation of Klaus's entire character. Every time he kills someone, every time he betrays someone, every time he destroys a city, the writers immediately cut to a flashback of Mikael beating him as a child. The message is clear. This is not Klaus's fault. This is Mikael's fault. He didn't choose to be a monster. He was made into one. And we buy it. We eat it up. Because trauma is relatable. We have all been hurt. We have all felt abandoned. We see ourselves in Klaus's pain. So we forgive him. But here's the thing. Trauma explains behavior. It does not excuse it. Klaus's childhood was horrific. There is no denying that, but that does not give him the right to kill hundreds of innocent people. That does not give him the right to torture his siblings for centuries. The writers knew this. So they added a secret weapon, the strategic cry. Every time Klaus did something unforgivable, he would cry. He would break down. He would show us how much pain he was in. Think about that. He just killed an innocent woman who had done nothing to him. And instead of being angry at him, we feel bad for him because he's crying, because he looks sad. This is the most brilliant manipulation in the entire series. The writers don't have to justify his actions. They just have to make us feel bad for him. And once we feel bad for him, we will justify his actions for them. We say, he didn't mean to kill Jenna. He was just scared of Mikael. We say, he only tortures his siblings because he loves them and doesn't want them to leave. We make every excuse in the book because we can't bear the thought that the man we love is actually a monster. The cognitive dissonance no one talks about. So now you know. You didn't fall for Klaus because you're weak or stupid. You fell for him because the writers used the halo effect, parasocial bonds, and weaponized trauma to make you fall for him. They designed him to be loved, even when he was doing the most evil things imaginable. But this is only half the story. The most disturbing part is not that the writers manipulated us. It's that we let them, and not just with Klaus. With every anti-hero, every tragic villain, every character who is broken but good. We have developed a terrible habit. We hate the small villains who do small bad things, but we love the big villains who do big bad things. We hate Catherine for killing a dozen people, but we love Klaus for killing hundreds. We call Catherine a bitch, but we call Klaus a king. This is cognitive dissonance. This is selective empathy. And it's not just a problem with the Vampire Diaries. It's a problem with all of modern media. It's a problem with how we see morality, how we judge people, how we excuse violence when it's done by someone we find attractive. Ask yourself this. If Klaus had been ugly, if he had never cried, if he had never told us his secrets, would you still defend him? Be honest. The answer might surprise you.